Katie Deason. On June 18, 1983, Sally K. Ride became the first American female to travel into space, opening the doors for females in the astronaut field. The first American woman to ever be launched into space was Sally K. Ride. Sally became a symbol to all young and old women that if you set your sights on something, then you can achieve it. I learned from the article Sally Ride, First American Woman in Space by Kim Ann Zimmerman, that Sally was born on May 26, 1951 in Encino, California. Sally attended college at Stanford University, where she got a Bachelor of Science degree in physics and a Bachelor of Arts degree in English. Zimmerman also states that after completing her studies, Sally applied to the National Aeronautics and Space Administration, NASA. Beating thousands of applicants, she was selected as one of NASA's 6 female astronauts. According to Who Was Sally Ride by NASA.gov, NASA began looking for female astronauts in 1977. At the time, Sally was still in college, but saw an ad in her school newspaper. Deciding to take a leap, Sally applied and got the job. Patrick Wolf's article, The First American Female Astronaut in Space, states that on June 18, 1983, 5 astronauts began boarding the aircraft Challenger, roughly around 7:30 in the morning. Among them was the first American woman that would ever enter space. Wolf states that the crew traveled a total distance of almost 2.2 million miles before returning to Earth on June 29th. The task of the mission was to launch communication satellites for Canada and Indonesia. The crew also conducted the first successful satellite deployment and retrieval in space. They performed this task by using the shuttle's robotic arm. NASA.gov states that this was Sally's main job aboard the shuttle. After seeing how successful the mission was, Sally would go on to fly one more mission for NASA in 1984. This mission lasted 9 days. Sally's main job on this flight was to use the robotic arm to remove ice from the shuttle's exterior and to readjust a radar antenna. This was the first mission to carry 2 female astronauts. After the return of her second mission, Wolf states that Sally went on to pursue a career in academics. She spent 2 years at Stanford University Center for International Security and Arms Control before becoming a professor of physics at the University of California. She later served on the committees to investigate the Challenger and Columbia disasters. She then participated in the Augustine Committee that helped define NASA's spaceflight goals. Sally was a co-founder of Sally K. Ride, a science outreach company. She also wrote many children's books. Sally K. Ride passed away from pancreatic cancer at the age of 61 on July 23, 2012. Shortly after her death, she was awarded by President Barack Obama the Presidential Medal of Freedom. According to Major Milestone 50 Years of Women in Space by Miriam Kramer, 57 out of the 534 people that have flown to space are women. Kramer says that more than 40 women have flown to orbit as NASA astronauts. Sally helped to open the doors for women all over the world, giving these girls the vision of one day being a member of the NASA team. In the end, Sally K. Ride spent 343 hours in space. She became a symbol to all women, wanting to achieve something they thought was never possible. She became a symbol of hope. Thank you for listening to my speech.
Great.